back at it. Smoking the sky, this shit starting to hit like it's cracking it. Back at it.
GATV family, what's good, man? It's gravitating away here. And listen, I got an unpopular opinion, or popular, depending on who you are on either side of the aisle of hip-hop. And we got to get right into it, man. Listen, it's a lot going on in these so-called streets. I laugh because what y'all call streets is nothing that I grew up in, and this ain't no old head, you know, stroll through memory lane and get on the new folks. It's just letting you know what's up, you know. This album, as I titled in my thumbnail, is pivotal in the crossroads of hip-hop today. I do believe this album, Gunna himself, represents the identity complex hip-hop is in right now, especially with the spearheading of drill rap. And we're gonna react to a couple of tracks on here, but I want to share my opinion on why I feel like this album is going to change rap. More people are gonna be more comfortable in being themselves, not catering to a new genre of just destruction and murder, y'all. I mean, I get some people that give me backlash about my take on this stuff, but it's like, man, how are you not just numb to this by now? Like, it can't move you anymore. Then again, you're dealing with certain demonic elements that captures your heart, soul, and mind, I guess. For me, it's the core roots of hip-hop, and I think Gunna captured that again. Yes, he wasn't the most lyrical. He didn't provide the most intrinsic, you know, outpouring of hip-hop, but what I think he gave you was him being authentic. An artist in his or her most authentic state. And you can't beat that. You had some of everything on this album. And I listened to everybody's reaction. I took forever to come out with my piece because end of the day, I like to go ahead and get a feel of what everyone is saying. And I'm telling you, to my surprise, people are there. You still got some holding on to that wannabe, you know, catering to the street culture. Then you got others that just, you know what, who cares how I'm perceived? I'm gonna speak on it. Gunna came with a dub. Wunna, as they say. But I want to play something for y'all, and you can get a feel of what I mean by this is evoking elements of hip-hop changing. And I was checking out the Back on Fig podcast, and these brothers gave their insight. And listen to this important question that T-Rel proposes. Check it out for a second.
That's more so what's gonna happen, you know what I'm saying, about this shit, like, and with this shit, like, do we really care? Cause
ask me a question, for real, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm at. Just please,
by the way, they're speaking on the Gunna's album reception and how it was received versus what people thought that it was gonna be. Everyone said, you know, nobody's rocking with it, etc. But hey, you know, listen to their take. We're gonna listen to a few tracks, not too much, because the topic today is about this album, and Gunna himself potentially could be the reason why we see a diversion of the current state of hip-hop. Because right now the drill rappers got that, the so-called street ninjas got that. Everybody want to do murder, and I feel like Gunna is showing you that cool is cool, and we need that so ever today, man.
What?
Just say, do I care? Ask me a question.
Do I about Rich Homie Quan?
About the snitching.
Do you care?
That's what I don't care about. You know why? That shit been going on before our time, and it's gonna keep going on. So, nigga, just watch who you fuck with, bro. That shit's happening. And hey, I know plenty of niggas that told on this nigga, Like, that's just part of life.
So what you?
A lot of you dudes want to pretend that you even understand the core and layers of so-called snitching. But I'd rather tell you, who cares in general if you got nothing to do with that stuff. You guys are forgetting why you even listen to music in the first place. Everybody wants this soap opera, dramatized, sensationalized street version of themselves. Just be, man. Just be. I swear your life will be a lot easier if you just be. And I think Gunna is realizing me, the artist, comes first. I mean, let's be real. It's not like Gunna was out here telling you he had bodies, etc. I mean, even in the 90s, the biggest killers out there wasn't over here pushing that persona to you. You know, the killers that we knew moved in silence. That's all I'm saying.
What you're saying is we're gonna start accepting it.
We ain't got no choice but to say we've been accepting it, nigga. Our OG's been accepting it, nigga.
So you've been accepting it.
I ain't got no choice but nigga tell on me, I gotta accept you. You told on me, bitch. I ain't fucking with you. You a snitch, you a rat. You get what I'm saying?
No, but
I've been accepting it.
Accepting it mean you can still come around and still fuck around.
No, I'm not fucking with you.
He said he's acknowledged it, like he know it's happening.
I know we all have to acknowledge it if you get.
All right, we're not gonna dive too deep in it, but the point of the video was to show y'all that Gunna's album, and again, the way it was received, is causing core questions right now about the state of hip-hop and its direction. You know, you got people holding on so dearly to this so-called street values, when I can tell you, man, there's no honor amongst thieves. There's no street values. Codes is in the abyss right now. Meaning, you know, it's not here, y'all. There's no such thing as street codes, but a lot of you guys don't even have codes of being a father, mother, sibling, you know, respecting your parents, etc. Like, so cut it out with this code stuff. And that's what I'm saying. This album is potentially, you know, is gonna cause certain rifts in how you saw things before, but I feel like it's gonna be embraced as, okay, this is what we all need to be on. We gotta rock with the music that just makes us feel good, that we can move to it and vibe to it. But I will say this might force rappers once again to start having context in their music. Mind you, we can compare this all we want to the 90s, early 2000s, etc. That's not what this video is about. It's about getting some type of balance back in hip hop, because it's tilting in the favor of degenerate rap, murder rap, drill rap, etc., street rap. I'm tired of that. And I know I'm not alone in this. I'm telling you, I've been seeing the reception. And Gunna, you know, throughout this album, by the way, first album to have the sales that it had with no feature on it. The album, I feel like, was so pivotal, not just because he's always been a good artist. Quick unpopular opinion, I think he's exceeded the talent levels of Thug. That's just me. I think he exceeded it, but it's just that this album itself actually has context. He's rapping about something. One could say Gunna's rapping like his life depends on it, and I gotta respect that. But let's go ahead and check out this track, Fuck You Mean. I mean, I like the way he came out with the bravado, like how rap really had that confidence era. You know, we're lacking that. I wonder if this is Turbo on the beat, man.
Young gun don't want that back calling me splurge. Let me jump right on the curb. Make this man fly like a bird. Spin on the first and the third. Solid, I'm keeping my word. Can't be my equal.
Okay. And this, listen, man. I'm a Lupe, Common. I like a lot of conscious East Coast rappers. I like a lot of my gritty down south rappers that brought that element of lyricism and then that authenticity, you know what I'm saying? But Gunna hop in a right. This is how you come back when you got something to prove. From the beat to the lyrics and the context. Fuck you mean, I'm suggesting in my mind that he's basically saying, what you mean? Like I'm not the one out here created my own trend, own style. Through the mentorship of Thug, yes, but I've elevated. I was the student that outwitted the teacher. And I'm getting a lot of vibes from this track, man.
I know what you heard. Crack up the phone, I swear. Keep me a stick if they purge.
We need this right here, y'all. Trust me.
Young I don't want that, they working my nerves. I'm about to pause to serve. Fucking this bitch like a perm. Smack from the back of a perm.
Like a what? I digress. Let's continue.
Ice, the bird. Shitting on all you little turds. Can't take that dick, wait your turn.
Shitting on all you little turds. And listen to how he's rapping. He's controlling it. he's rapping with a bravado on it, you know, just that, not arrogance, just confidence. Like, yo, I got to get back to the basics. I really do this for real. I'm not just that guy that y'all gonna internet clown or whatever. I'm a real artist, and if you don't believe me, I'm still gonna come out here and be hot.
Online we can merge, so with no hands you can learn. Let's see how much you can earn. Why me go big like the worm? And I ain't smoking no shirt. I'm in the big with P Litty, QP shit. I love my bitches, it's pretty, they showing their titties, it's up to the ceiling. I let her run through $1 million, I rock with her really, let's fuck on $1 billion. I'ma get down to the gritty, then fuck up the city, the home of the villains.
I'm gonna get back to the gritty. Like, this dude already proved it to me. He's back on his shit. And I'm not playing the entire tracks for certain reasons. I want you guys to focus on what I mean by this will change hip hop. At least, at the very least, it has the potential of changing the current state of hip hop and forcing these rappers to get out of their mode of really kind of following along. We got a lot of D-riders, but you know, people are forgetting that, you know, everyone out here ain't thugs, yo. Everyone out here ain't so-called street ninjas. So when you let the rappers control the narratives, like the Boosies, who's always in somebody's business, all these rappers picking sides because they deride each other. That's how it goes. But bigger than that, they're a part of the corporate agenda to make this thing that was once something of substance and value diminish it to just degenerate behavior, twerking, etc. Women damn near becoming prostitutes. All the men are represented as just baby daddies, not real fathers. And furthermore than that, they're represented as gangbangers, people that kill. It's like you can't even rap if you don't got a body or arrest record. And I just think this album has the potential of showing rappers, hey man, look, come out of that dark space and just rap. People will still root for you like I'm watching. And look, I'm rooting for him myself, you know. It's not necessarily about the image, it's the music. Because the music right now, hip-hop itself controls so many avenues. And I'm just telling y'all, man, get out of that dark space that they try to just pit us all in. I don't want to be in that space. And if you think outside of the box like me, why would you want to be, you know, categorized as this type of human being, yo? Music is universal. So expound your mind to be universal at that. Get out of that gangster rap era. Honestly, man. Just get over it right now. This track right here is called Rodeo.
Rodeo. Still got some boys on the payroll. You niggas still sipping Caro. She with a P in the leg, the condo. We bout to eat Maggiano. Up in the P house, I'm beaming on narcos. Thinking I should take the Bronco. OJ, gotta go get it tomorrow. I'm selling out the Apollo. Inside my body is hollow. Count up, don't break, get your phones out the ghetto.
That, yo. Hold on, man. Let's talk. Let's talk. Listen, the thing about music, right? You don't have to agree, but you're going against the grain if you don't agree with this. Music, firstly, captures you with the beat. However you dissect the beat catches you. And it's what keeps you on that track. Meaning, if it wasn't just the beat that you liked or whatever, you're just automatically gonna look at it in a negative light until they impress you. So the beat captures you. If you already like the beat, you're gonna stick around and see what they got to say. Then when you master it, right, with lyrics, that's just chill. This track is a chill track. It's a chill track. I mean, Gunna, Rodeo, he's talking on it. And yes, I've heard this track before, but I like to bring, you know, the elements out of it. The beats alone captures you. The beat says you're in consideration of the quality of music you produce. It's not just something I want to say. There's been a lot of artists, right? They got bomb gems they dropping on us, but for whatever reason, you can't keep up with the cadence because ain't no beat matching that. So you're not sticking with the track. But Gunna already showing me, yeah, man, I'm gonna give you quality sound. And you have no choice to figure it out that, yeah, man, this is good music. You don't have to like the narrative that's being spit about me right now. But this is quality music that every rhythmic bone in you is going to be in connection with it. And you're going to move. Look, I'm only going deep in this because I see what I see with the experience that I have. We're at a crossroads with music right now. And every certain years, music changes back to a certain, I'll say type of music, genre of music, sound of music. And you're watching bigger than the sound, bigger than the type. You're watching people feel that, yo, it's okay to be chill. It's okay to be that cool kid, man. I don't have to pretend I run them down, shoot them up. I don't have to be, you know, the ill-informed person that makes ignorance seems cool. I don't have to be that. I can stand on what I stand on and still just be okay with it. And that's what I'm seeing from this.
You know that was always the motto. The nigga won't talk out his side of his neck. I just let it be young, come and swallow. Told my little brother we pulling up spanking these niggas.
Back talking about the ladies and getting it. That's it. We don't gotta talk about murder, y'all.
Thinking we hoes. Don't do no explaining. I don't know what you thinking, but you help a young nigga grow. You add up the 2 rings on both of my fingers. I feel like 600 or more. Give out so many bells and bought so many bangers. You asking the real niggas know. I been putting that shit on, showing these boy how to dress and get fresh and pull up with the hoe.
Facts. That man said, I've been putting y'all on, teaching y'all how to dress. And that's the thing about it. It's funny when you're not quote unquote likable anymore. People really try to dismiss a lot of things you added to the game. A lot of you brothers, because I made fun of Gunna for this. Let's just go ahead and say this now. Some of that extra feminine way they dress or whatever. Y'all all dress like Gunna while telling yourselves y'all don't fuck with him. So it's a lot of monkey see, monkey do business going around here. And you gotta, again, ask yourself, where do you fit in all of this? You're that follower or you stand on your own morals and principles? And guess what, man? I'm not gonna come here and argue about the levels of snitching. End of the day, I feel like the man, admitted to what he's done. And I get it, that can affect other people that are in your case. But I never see you guys tell yourselves, well, why was Thug yelling in every track about what Slime Life does? Like, why is all their rappers always talked about everything that they did? Gunna, for the most part, kept it about the women, kept it about the fashion, kept it about the vibe, that je ne sais quoi, man. Like, those are some of the roots of hip hop, even though it was more about the complexities of society and politics, all entrenched in one. Gunna still had an element in terms of the cool factor. The guy that just got his money, got the women. YSL, however, was mostly talking about degenerate behavior. If we're gonna keep it a buck, I mean, I know we all rock to it. I rock to it too. I ain't no square now. I'm on my math. Don't get it twisted. I'm on my math and about elevating, but I ain't no square. I was a DJ. I was surrounded around music for most of my life. So yeah, I bounced to it, but don't think I didn't realize, yo, this guy's over here self-snitching constantly. Then that beef he had with the camp of YFN Lucci, that didn't make matters easier because, listen, we getting money or we creating beefs? And that seems like black communities, and if you think I'm lying, any organization that's going on, right, whether it's youth sports, a party, whatever, it always ends in some shoot 'em up, bang 'em up crap. Like, it's beef. I go to clubs and most of these guys are on the wall. Nobody dances anymore. Nobody's smooth. I'm just saying, this album is really kind of bringing things back into perspective of, you know what? They're going to call me a rat. They're going to say that this is not the recipe of what a real artist is. Nah, the people speaks for this. The people speaks for this. And let me show y'all what I'm talking about. If you look here, all you see is people posting this man's album. And I'm telling you, the comments, I barely could find any bad comments. And you know who most of that comes from? The guys still sticking to this persona that, they're gangster, they're a thug. It's the identity complex that doesn't only hurt the hip hop community, it's what goes on in the black community in of itself. The way but a lot of people speak down if you don't speak a certain way. It's like you gotta slang all your words, you can't articulate anything. They call you weird for that. The brothers and sisters grabbing their college degrees, high school diplomas, they don't get the same recognition like a lot of the so-called thug rappers, people getting out of jails. You hold them to a certain standards of receiving stripes, but it's not receiving stripes, making sure you do right by your babies, making sure you're a good, honest citizen, a great individual, all the core values of being righteous. It's like righteousness is viewed as something, you know, that the rappers and the corporate media or the corporate machine behind hip hop pushes this, you know, degenerate behaviors to the point, like I said, being righteous is viewed as being a square, being lame. You know, just being chill is lame. You gotta be super turned up. And I'm telling you, this album has the potential of being something that a lot of people didn't expect. And I'm seeing it. Even the reactions of certain rappers that spoke against Gunna, they're quiet because they can't be themselves. They trap themselves in a box that they can't get out of. That's why you'll never see the little Boosies of the world elevate. He's always gonna push this degenerate agenda because he went so hard for it, forgetting the fact that, you know, hey, see no evil, speak no evil, but nonetheless, Boosie, you let Lil Marlo, you know, you let him stay stuck behind a couple bodies over there, and word on the street, you ain't even funding any money on his books or any of that. And Marlo kind of held it down stronger than you because he took that entire 9 charges of bodies. And you know, word around the street, that was your ace, that was your trigger man. But hey, I digress. Boosie put himself in a box to the point where even his children are mimicking his behavior, particularly his son, Tootie Raw. And it's like, that's what I'm talking about. The influence can be where you manipulate for greatness or you manipulate for destruction. And the Boosies of the world, I don't care how much I like him, and trust me, when he came out, I was on that. But like I said, I've been elevating. But the Boosies of the world, if that's what you subscribe to, I'm sorry to tell you, you're not elevating in life. Actually, you're putting yourself in a box. And a lot of you guys are going through an identity complex. So let's get back to reality. And as you can see on the screen over here, this is all the Chicago drill rap that spearheaded a lot of this nonsense. That a lot of, like, for instance, in my state, we was not on that gang stuff like that. Now, you know, from Jacksonville on down, not just Jacksonville, from Jacksonville on down to Homestead, Key West, etc., you got all these new sects, you know, all these new groups popping up, want to be gang related, want to pull drills and talk about degenerate shit like bodies and smoking on packs of the people they, you know, I say perpetrate that they kill, because most of these guys ain't. Like I said, the real killers are silent. But nonetheless, if you subscribe to the Boosies of the world, I'm sorry to tell you, you're not really elevating in life. You're accepting a degenerate culture that the machine that controls hip hop gave you. And that's what you're doing. You're just a puppet. The ones that are thinking for themselves and being for themselves, they're gonna listen to a Gunna and erase all the nonsense that comes with it. You know, I don't have to be a snitch to listen to an artist that when it's all said and done is honestly still on top of the charts. The music is not necessarily degenerate behavior. Even furthermore, a lot of you that don't rock with a Gunna, you're secretly listening to his music. And I'm just saying, music is universal. Why does it have to be tied to how much bodies a person have, how many times they went to jail, or fake morals that none of you abide by? So look, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I hope y'all understood where I was coming from, but really pay attention. Trust me, you're gonna watch more rappers try to be themselves. And that's all we want out here, not just in the rap world, but because the rap world has a big influence in our black community, that's why I'm saying this album is a pivotal album. Hopefully the young folks see you can be yourself and be received well by doing just that. Gravitating away, man. Like, share, whatever y'all do. Look, man, hit that notification bell when you subscribe so you can always catch my video. And some of you are watching my video, but you're not subscribed. You know, I'm trying to give you my heart and soul on this. So, you know, do me that favor and just subscribe. But more importantly, hit that notification bell, because I want to build something that's different than the average all-day typical YouTuber, you know, following the rhythm of the narrative. I just want to show you that I'm going to be me, man. I'm going to speak on things that are deemed to be unpopular, but I know you all think like me when it comes to these matters. So like I said, hit the notification bell, like, comment, subscribe, and tell me how y'all feel about the potential of this album showing people it's okay to be yourselves and rappers can just rap about music and not degenerate behavior. Holla at me, y'all.